Alright y'all, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today, yesterday, I watched one of the worst butcherings of a film franchise I've ever seen. I loved the original 28 Days Later. It's pretty close to being a perfect horror film, and by far is my favorite zombie apocalypse film. And oh my lord, did they ruin this. I think 28 Years Later, I like that. This movie has a lot of great parts. I'll admit it has a lot of great parts, but some disgustingly horrible parts, like bone-chillingly horrible. Like the ending of this film, one of my least favorite endings of a film of all time. So anyways, let's get into it. Spoiler warning, if you have not seen the film, I'm going to be not talking about any major plot points except for the ending and like a couple other just like mentions of stuff. So you don't, other than the ending, which I'll be talking about at the end of the video, you're not really going to get much major spoilers. And so like I said before, the beginning is great. There's a lot of great scenes. It's very tense at some points. And overall, like, I love most of these shots. A lot of people don't. So basically they have these bow and arrows that they shoot because it's 28 years after the apocalypse. So like basically nobody on this specific area of I think it's like Scotland or Britain. Oh my lord, Britain. I don't know which area, but they have no working guns, no working technology or anything. So they have bow and arrows, and so whenever they shoot a zombie, basically what happens is that they shoot through the arrow. It like goes through the zombie and it like gives like a bunch of like random edits around the zombie. And while a lot of people didn't like that, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was like a fun addition. There's a lot of cool scenes with like the sunsets and like zombies' shadows, and like all the chase scenes are really intense. And I just overall really like that. They're like parts about the movie. But my main problem is just like, I feel like the first movie is so much more creative because these are zombies. These are just straight up zombies. They're like all naked and like dying and like rotting. And I feel like that can be cool at points. But I just like the idea of like an enraged person. And this is just a zombie film. This is just a zombie film. There's no like, the enraged virus really is nothing. It's full on zombie. It's full on zombie now. But the first hour of this movie, like I said, is pretty amazing. I love the stuff back at the village. I think that is just as interesting so basically they're in this village and then they have to like walk through this like water area. So they're on an island. They built a bridge that's like only in the water over to the mainland with all the zombies in it. So it's kind of like two blocked off areas, and it follows this kid named Spike with like a dad, and they're like going out to find stuff. It's his first hunt, they called it. And so they're just like killing zombies. They have to go at the night because they got like attacked by like 20 zombies. It's a really cool scene. But basically, the coolest scene in this film happens after that. So basically, they're like about, I'd say like 20% of the way back to the island, walking on this kind of like mid-water bridge. So basically, it's like pretty high tide, so it's like up to their shins. So they can't fully run that well. But what happens is so cool. So basically, there's this giant like beast of a zombie. I think he's played by Jason Momoa. I'm just going to be calling him the Jason Momoa zombie because he looks like Jason Momoa, even if he's not played by it. Kind of looks like the Rob Zombie Hellbilly album cover, just without the upside-down cross on his face. But so basically, this this Jason Momoa zombie sees these guys, Spike and his dad, walking. This guy dead sprints, dead sprints as fast as he can towards them. They start seeing him. This is one of the coolest chase scenes I've ever seen because they're in the water, like the water bridge. This guy's like, and these two people are running as fast as they can because this guy is not stopping for anything. Like, he gets attacked because they see that this freaking Jason Momoa zombie is chasing after them once the Spike and his dad get close enough to the area. And they have like a big gate that they open and close in an archery area. And this guy gets attacked by like at least like 10 or 15 arrows, falls down, gets back up again, and he's only fully killed wouldn't be the right word because he comes back later in the movie by this huge fiery arrow that goes right through his chest. It's an amazing scene, amazing scene. And so that's by far my favorite scene in the movie. There's one other scene that kind of is kind of close to also being my other favorite. Like, there's two scenes that I really like, which I'll be covering the other scene later. And so, that wraps up the good stuff. Basically, they go back, they have a party. There's some stuff about like the dad kind of being abusive a little bit. Because this mom has cancer. Spike's mom has cancer, but he doesn't know that yet. They don't, because, they don't know what cancer is. Like, they don't know any of these diseases. So the mom is losing her mind, basically, and, like, is bedridden. But so basically, Spike realizes there's some sort of doctor out back in that area from the grandpa and the dad telling him. And so basically what he does is that he, like, gets away from them, has him and his mom. So basically now he is the dad and Spike is now his mom is the kid, basically, because his mom is, like, losing her mind. She can barely even walk. And so basically they go on a little adventure, and this is my problem. So there's this army man that lived. So basically he was dropped down, because this is like only one area where the zombies are infected. Basically, like, all the other world is just completely normal. So there's this army guy, he has like a phone and everything. It comes in for the next 20 to 30 minutes that this army guy is still alive. It becomes a comedy, like a full-on comedy. And I'm not saying the comedy isn't funny. There's like a couple points that made me laugh, but that's not what I want out of my 28 Days Later movie. And I understand that you want some, like, downtime between, like, all these zombies things, but that's perfectly fine with the village scene. And this stupid freaking, like, he has, like, blonde, like, ice tips and stuff, and he has, like, a phone, and he's, like, he has, like, a big Scottish accent, and it's freaking so annoying that, like, oh, it's even okay if this was the only guy making jokes, but Spike, which was not that funny of a character, he did not say, like, anything funny in the other movie, starts making jokes, too. It's like a whole nother writer came in, and, like, the mom even says some freaking little, like, one-liners and quips. It's, like, all out of character for them, and it's so annoying. So I'm very happy to say that this guy gets his head ripped off. You see, like, they do this a couple times, like, their spine gets out, like, the spine, like, pops out, and it's so satisfying. Like, that sounds kind of, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, murderous or something, psychopathic that I'm saying that, but, like, ripping the spine out, like, it makes little popping sounds, and I feel like that's very, I don't know what to say, like, nice, soothing. And so basically the Jason Momoa zombie does that, and Spike and his mom get saved by this shaman guy, and he's pretty funny. He's a little bit of a goofy character, and I like him. I feel like he's a pretty cool character. I feel like he's, like, has some funny stuff he says. So why do you have this army man be so funny? You have a funny character, like, 5 seconds later, and he's so much better and well done, because, like, everybody thinks he's a crazy guy, and he's, like, I'll get into it later, but, like, that's such a better character. Why do we even have this little fucking army man? It's like, you can cut this entire army man guy out of the movie, and it'd be perfectly fine. You just have the Jason Momoa zombie come after them, and this guy save them. This shaman guy, that's the doctor, save them. It's so much better. Like, you can just delete that, and I'd, like, at least give it a little bit more slack. But anyways, so this shaman, I'm gonna keep calling him a shaman, but he's, like, he's a doctor. He was a doctor before the outbreak happened, so he, like, knows what's going on. And, basically, he sends them to this little area he has, and this is so cool. This is one of my other favorite scenes, where he has these big bone structures. It's, like, it's all over the marketing, and this big thing, like, this big tower full of skulls, and the whole reason he does this is, like, to, whenever he finds a dead body, he gets the skull, like, burns the skull in this big contraption he has, and puts it in this tower, so it's, like, honoring the dead, you know? I think that's such a cool idea for a character, and, like, just, like, you know, I'd say he still went insane, kind of, because he's, like, building all of these contraptions and this big, huge skull tower, just, I guess, to pass the time during the apocalypse, and I think that's such a fun idea. I love that idea, and I feel like it's executed pretty well. But so basically, the shaman tells them, okay, yeah, your mom has cancer, and she's gonna die, basically. And so, this is another problem I have. This scene is supposed to be so sad. I was watching the movie with my parents and a couple other people. I think 2 of them were crying during it. But this kid, I'm not kidding, while the freaking, so basically the mom, this is a big spoiler, the mom is going to get killed by the shaman, but she's like letting it happen, like, you know, she's getting put out of her misery. I can't believe it, that took me so long to spit out, but she's getting put out of her misery basically by the shaman. And while this is happening, like, they go away from the kid, of course. They don't want to see Spike, like, see his mother killed. And so basically this kid, it's supposed to be a dramatic scene where, like, the kid is like I don't know, like, I can't put this to words. So basically, like, the iPhone, because it's all shot on an iPhone, is spinning around this kid's face, like, while fire's around him, because it's like a fireplace, and like the mom's getting shot in the background, but he's mewing. I swear on, like, he's like, and he's like that the entire time. It is so funny. I was cracking up while, like, my grandma was crying. It was so funny because he was, like, making the most stupid freaking, like, Giga Chad face, and I could not stop laughing. Like, it's so stupid. And I know that was not on purpose, but, like, the big dramatic scene, like, 28 days later, you know, the dramatic scene if I'm talking about, that was done so well. I didn't cry because, you know, I'm just a big, strong man, but it got me close to crying. Like, that was a great scene. And I've known the mom, I think, for longer than that guy. So, like, they really missed on the big sad part of this film. I feel like that's a big, they shot and bricked it, basically. And so, nothing else really happens. The kid just stays there. The kid, like, stays there and he, like, sends the notes off to his parents. There's this whole side plot about, like, a baby that they find. It's really stupid. I'm not even going to talk about that. So basically, he sends off the note, of course. And this is my problem. You could have just had this, like, okay, also first, it could have just ended with the mom getting shot and, like, this kid, like, he, like, climbs the big skull tower and, like, places the mom's skull on top of the tower, so, like, showing it's the most important of them all. That's what it said. That could have been a great ending. You could have, like, ended it really quickly after that. But no, this kid, like, finds a note. He's reading it out while you're seeing him, like, survive. And, oh, okay, that's a great ending. That's a great ending. But no, after this is where it pisses me off so bad, because it turns into a really, really bad recent SNL skit. So, basically, at the beginning of this film, so basically, at the beginning, it shows, like, a little area before the outbreak. So, like, right before the outbreak. And it's all these kids watching the Teletubbies. It's like the actual Teletubbies. They got the brand for it. And, that's why I have a little hat in the thumbnails for the video. And the kids are watching the Teletubbies, and, like, then, like, the zombies start appearing. Because this is, like, right before the outbreak. And so, one of the kids you see survive that, this kid comes back at the end of the film. He has no, he doesn't have golden teeth. He just has really bad teeth. Golden chains around his neck. Fully blonde hair. Is wearing an all purple jumpsuit with all of his, like, goons behind him, wearing the corresponding colors. Like, he's wearing the purple one, they're wearing the yellow ones, the green ones, the red ones, all of the colors of the Teletubbies. They start doing backflips, killing all of these freaking zombies, while a metal cover of the Teletubby theme song is playing. So it's like, Tinky Winky, la la po. And while they're freaking doing backflips, like karate moves, and he's like, hey, do you want to join our team? To the kid. And I wasn't laughing. I was not happy. I was freaking so pissed. That was the ending. That at least lowered it by, like, a solid point or two for me. That, like, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay if that freaking soldier guy, like, I could forgive that. This ending was so horrible. It felt like a bad SNL skit just at the end of this. Why did they do this? Like, I literally have no idea why they did this. It pissed me off so bad. And it genuinely made me freaking not despise the movie, but very much not like the movie a lot more. So basically, overall, since I've been saying a lot of negative stuff for the end, but there's a lot of great parts. Like, I love the first hour, and I love the shaman part. But overall, I'm gonna have to give it, like, a 6. On a bad day, like, maybe a 5.5 or a 5 even. But, like, on a good day, maybe even a 6.5. Never breaking a 7 though. Like, a 6.5 to a 5. That's basically like where I'd be around the range of. I did this video live, so like face reveal, y'all. Also, it has an amazing soundtrack, by the way. Like I have 2 songs from this on my playlist. I haven't listened to the full, complete album. I just heard those 2 songs on the thing. I'm like, okay, what are these 2? I'm gonna have to add those, especially Boots. I'm gonna be playing Boots all the time. That song is fire. But like I don't listen to soundtracks that much, and this one's an exception. My mom loves Young Fathers, and she was very hyped about this soundtrack, and I must say that they did not disappoint. This is a very good. You need to listen to Boots. That song was so peak. But yeah. I'm gonna be just like doing that area. But so yeah, overall, this movie kind of sucks at a lot of areas. If you like the 28 Days Later franchise, don't watch it. Just don't watch it. It's not worth it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.